Ohio State faced the first real test of its season and failed miserably Saturday, losing to Michigan State at home. The Buckeyes had a questionable game plan on both sides of the ball, something that running back Ezekiel Elliott openly questioned after the game, and Michigan State used two backup quarterbacks to get the job done and enter the playoff picture. Meanwhile, Buckeye fans will spend the offseason wondering how a team with so much talent could fall so short of expectations. Alabama may very well be the best team in the country, but the problem is they're kind of the only good team in the SEC, or so it appears. Florida needed overtime to beat Florida Atlantic this weekend. LSU got manhandled by Ole Miss. And even Georgia, which is having a disappointing season, struggled with Georgia Southern. This is not a dominant league top to bottom, and this is a little bit surprising coming from what usually is the nation's premier conference. Baylor beat Oklahoma State on Saturday, which makes the Big 12 playoff picture a little bit more interesting, but I still think Oklahoma has the best shot to get into the playoff from this league. They had an early loss to Texas. They're passing the eye test now. They play well on both sides of the ball. Nice win over TCU. They held off a comeback from the Horned Frogs on Saturday. I still think the Sooners are best positioned out of all the one-loss teams in this conference to reach the 4-team playoff. Houston forgot to take care of its business on Saturday, losing to UConn. Of all teams, UConn, to snap its unbeaten season so far. The Cougars were without starting quarterback Greg Ward Jr. for much of the game, and UConn's not terrible. They're bowl eligible with this win. But you can't let this happen if you're Houston. You were in the driver's seat for the Group of 5, New Year's 6 bowl game spot. Marquee matchup, big game, big payout. And you let this happen also with one of the best coaching candidates for a Power 5 job in the country in Tom Herman. Just inexcusable. Houston completely laid an egg.